Hey peoples, long time no see. Welcome back to the shit show. You guys, I just cannot believe what the fuck I'm about to watch, because I just don't understand in what world that I can't believe in the world people are getting arrested simply because they are praying in front of an abortion clinic. And the fact that people think that it's okay and think that it's fun to arrest people because they're praying in front of an abortion clinic takes me out. So today we're going to be reacting to this video about this woman in the UK that was arrested for praying.
What do you think? Physical. What do you basically That's what you're saying. Because you standing in front of the protest. Are you praying?
Off the bat, I just don't understand, how is she a threat whatsoever? If you have really good discernment and you have really good intuition, based on looking at this woman, she doesn't look like a threat. She doesn't look like she's causing any type of harm. But she's just standing there on the side of the fucking street. And this officer is coming up to her, asking her why she's standing there. It doesn't make sense. Why can't she just stand on the street? I don't get it.
So I'll ask you once more, will you voluntarily come with us now to the police station to ask you some questions about today, days, where there are allegations that you've broken progress, basically?
I've got a choice.
Okay, well then, you're under arrest and classes will fail to comply with the spaces protection order, anti-social behaviour. Now, of course, we're going to have the same thing. I have no sense to the question. Some regulation on it, you say no. Do you understand the caution?
What the fuck was that? Can we have a conversation? Can we just have a conversation? We just need to have a conversation, okay? Because why is that even allowed? Why is that even allowed? Why are people over there in the UK not advocating for this woman? I don't see anyone advocating for this woman to be released from jail. I don't see any person speaking on her behalf to be out of jail whatsoever. I looked all over the internet to see the updates on this woman. Did she even get out of jail? What the fuck happened? Cause it just doesn't make sense. She shouldn't be arrested or even asked to go to the police station whatsoever. And to be honest, so what if she's on the side of the sidewalk and praying, just sitting there praying? The UK has their their problems are just so that's a problem that they should be looking after. That's a problem that they should be looking after. Aren't they the same country that's literally facing power outages and blackouts? I could have sworn I've seen a few articles talking about how their homicide rates have gone up to 25% since March of 2021. So instead of arresting people for just standing on a sidewalk, why aren't you attending to the homicide rates and the burglaries, like something that's actually really important. If this woman's not harassing anyone, or she's not like, you know, being violent or harming anyone, why are you even questioning her to go to the police station? I just don't get it. Like, I really don't. And like, this is something that makes me so happy to be an American, because like, we're allowed to protest, and we're allowed to have a freedom of speech. We're allowed to say whatever the fuck we want, do whatever the fuck we want. Like, unless you're killing someone, obviously you can't do whatever the fuck you want. But you're able to be free, you know, at least to be able to just be on the sidewalk and pray. Like, right now, I'm praying right now, to be honest. Like, I'm praying right now, to be honest. And see, like, the thing is, like, I'm not even like a religious person whatsoever, but I am very spiritual, and I do have I feel like I have a connection with God. It has grown over the past few years, and especially this past few months of looking at things like that, and looking at, you know, the drag shows with kids. And looking at these people putting books in libraries, such as like genderqueer, and having sexual activities within these books that are children are like being able to see in school. I've like got closer to God even more, even though, like, you know, I am gay. I am a gay man, and I am, like, you know, obviously, like, according to the Bible, like, I live in sin, whatever, but everyone lives in sin, to be honest. Like, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, just looking at all this kind of stuff happening, it really just, like, brings me more closer to God, and makes me, like, more radical to go against anything that signifies that type of tyranny that woman is going through, and that persecution that she's going through for just sitting or standing on a sidewalk praying to her Heavenly Father. It really, I don't know how that doesn't make anyone want to jump out of their seat and go irate, but it makes me want to go, like, jump out of my seat and get irate, because it makes no goddamn sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. And no one should be going to jail for something like that, especially when there's crime on the streets in their country. Doesn't matter how small, how little, whatever, but like, there's bigger things going on other than trying to arrest someone because you don't agree with their stance on abortion or whatever like that. Abortion as well, like, I'm pro-life. Like, I don't like, we should be protecting life and not exterminating life because you want to be selfish and sacrifice a baby for money, for a job, like, or because the baby isn't the right sex that you want it to be, whether it's a boy or girl, and if you didn't want a girl, you want to exterminate that girl and get a boy. Like, I've seen things like that happen. I've read so many articles. I've seen people say discussing things like, I wouldn't want a boy, so I'll get an abortion. Like, it's just, why can't she be right there and she advocate for how she feels, or pray for how she feels? It makes no sense. And I just, people like her, she need to come to America. Like, she does. Even though we're like right now, we're like under a tyranny as well with fucking, what's his fucking face? Joe Biden. Like, I can't deal with him either. Like, I really can't. A couple more years with him, I'm pretty sure that, like, we're gonna end up just like UK. It just makes no sense, y'all. Like, I don't know. Like, how do y'all feel about this situation? How do y'all feel about people in the UK getting locked up for this kind of stuff? I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. It's really sad. It reminds me of like when COVID was happening and like they was arresting people for not wearing a mask. And it gives me that kind of vibe too. And that's why it's so important that we all just like band together and we speak out against this and we vote against this kind of stuff, because if you're American, you do not want to be under that type of tyranny where you can't even stand on the sidewalk and pray. Like, it just doesn't make no sense. And also another thing with like, that is totally off topic from this, even like recently I was doing a TikTok video about this woman that was that is in Norway, and there was this you know, she was online and she was like, you know, basically speaking against the hate speech laws that are you know, in law that are in Norway. And she was coming for these people that advocate for these laws. And, you know, like, she dead named this trans person online, and wow, like, she's facing jail time because she dead named this trans person that's advocating for like people to be put in jail for dead naming for like hate speech. Like, I don't get it. Like, and this is why like I advocate against, like, you know, hate speech too. Like, that, like, people use hate speech and say like it's discriminatory. I advocate against that too. Like, everyone be like, oh, it's hate speech. Like, especially right now with like, you know, like with the Kanye situation with the Jews, and like how, like, you know, there's laws like that Trump, DeSantis, a lot of different politicians advocate for like these hate speech laws, and they implement these certain laws to protect certain types of people, which Jews have that certain type of protection under law in colleges. So it's just like, this is something that I just, no, it's infringing on our freedom of speech. Like, so what if we think that you have more power than others, or like you control this or you control that? It's just an opinion. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, and you don't have to agree with that. That's what America is about. Like, you should be able to say whatever the fuck you want, and you don't have to agree with it. That's the thing, bitch. Like, that's the thing. Like, I can't, like, I don't understand how anybody can advocate for that, because like I said, we live in America, we have freedom of speech, and you are actively trying to take that away. I don't get it. And the thing in Norway too, like, I just want to go back on that. Like, people were like, oh no, she's harassing the trans woman. She's harassing the trans woman on online, and she's been doing it for years. But the police told Newsweek, like the article Newsweek, that the woman was being investigated because of Section 185. And Section 185 is a law under the Supreme Court that literally is targeting their freedom of speech there. And it's a law dedicated to hate speech. It's just like, how did that not give y'all chills? Like, it's infuriating. She can face up to 3 years in prison for dead naming a trans person. Bitch, that's some fucked up shit. It really is. It's so fucked up, y'all. Like, it's time to wake up. And people in the UK, Norway, I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for them. What, she gonna go to jail for saying that biological men can't be lesbians? I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad for everyone. Like, it's fucked up. Did y'all also see, like, the military is also considering banning people in the military from saying ma'am or sir? Saying ma'am or sir. And they're considering to make it illegal to say ma'am or sir to their superiors, to the sergeants in the military. You guys, like, doesn't that go against their First Amendment? Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, people in that serve the Army, Marines, military, like, they also have freedom of speech, right? I know they do, right? So why the fuck are they doing it? To be honest, why is this even being a thing? Like, how many trans people are in the Army? I've asked Alexa, like, I asked Alexa the other day, and I was like, how many people is in the Marines or the military, whatever, like that. I think she said it's like over 195,000 people in the Marines that are active on duty. And for trans people, there is about like 1,000 to 6,000 trans individuals in the military, Marines as a whole. And I'm like, dude, like that's the smallest minority compared to the rest of them. Like, over 195 people compared to the small minority of 1,000 to 6,000 trans people on duty. I mean, like, that's a small fucking number compared to the rest of them. It makes no sense. Like, why are we pandering? Why are we making it illegal to say ma'am or sir? I just don't get it. And people are objecting to it. Like, they don't want it to be illegal because they don't want to tiptoe around these certain people. I literally was talking to someone like that was in the Army and the other day about the situation, because he actually posted this and he was like, this is fucked up. And he was telling me like how, like, you know, I have no issue with trans or like gay people whatsoever, but it's not right that we have to tiptoe around these certain people. I'm telling y'all now, like, if we go to war, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I mean, looking at what Joe Biden is doing with Zelensky. Zelensky was at the White House, like, just basically just laundering money to Zelensky. Then he got over $40 million for the country and the artillery, and he still said it wasn't enough. Because they want to beat Russia.
І треба посилена зброя. Ми передамо Конгресу, передамо президенту Сполучених Штатів від хлопців. Вдячні за їх підтримку, але цього замало. Це такий натяк, цього замало.
And then Biden's giving Zelensky missiles as well. When will it stop? Like, is it gonna ever stop? I don't think it ever will stop if they keep going at this rate. It's just escalating the issue. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm praying, bitch, in my house, praying that nothing gets worse, because shit is getting real on all sides of the aisle. And people think that me, my gay ass, advocating for things like this to not be implemented here, saying that I'm self-hating, I hate gay people, I hate trans people, stuff like that, when I never said I did. What I hate is the ideology and that you're enforcing other people to accept it because you are a dictator and a tyrannical fuck. That's what you are. And I don't want to be the person responsible of someone going to jail because of what they said. Sure don't. And no one else out there that is LGBT should do that. And it shouldn't be illegal to say ma'am or sir because of pronouns. We have to do better, y'all. And we have to actually look out and see what the fuck they're doing. Because they're going to end up turning us exactly into Norway and the UK if we keep on allowing this stuff in. We need to start voting people in that's going to be against that tyranny, the communist bullshit. Usually I'm very high strung about everything in all my other videos, but I just had to sit down and really just talk to y'all face to face because I think this is so serious and that it should be taken into account of how the stuff that we see in the UK, we see and we be like, oh, we're so happy to be in America. Don't think it won't come over here because they're already trying to implement that kind of shit here, even in that military. Keep your eyes open, bitch. That's all I have to say. Keep your eyes open. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to be yourself, no one else. Be sure to comment down below and tell me your thoughts. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.